Who are you? This question has been asked since antiquity. I've heard that even the bees, the birds and the baboons might have asked this question. At least that's what I heard. I bet you Jerry's even asked this question. Who are you? Jerry, who are you? Who knows, he says. But I'll tell you, Jerry and the rest of us aren't just one attribute. We're made up of a multitude of different facets. And it's one dimension of who we are that I'm going to speak about tonight. And you might have seen it on the agenda already. It's our communication style. And we all have it. We're always communicating. And it's of particular interest to all of us in this room because we're all looking to improve our communication style and more specifically our public speaking skills. Many of you, or at least some of you, will have done this project because it's a compulsory project, or at least a common one, in the Toastmasters Pathways curriculum. And in doing the project, you have to undertake a communication style questionnaire to determine what kind of communicator you are. You answer a series of questions, and in the end, it pops out a communication style. It reminds me of some personality tests I've taken online, like the Myers-Briggs personality test. Has anyone done these kinds of personality tests? Yeah. Now it seems to me that, broadly speaking, there's two outcomes. One is I'm a quieter, more reflective person. Maybe they don't mind a pause. Then on the other hand, you've got a louder person who's faster, who's more dominant, who's much more of a leader, or at least a quintessential one. And if you're anything like me, when you're given such a label, you might think, this is who I am. This is me, and this is who I'll always be. But to me, as a block to potential, it reminds me of a book by Benjamin Hardy. It's called Personality Isn't Permanent. And he talks about how an obstacle to long-term personal growth is the notion of the fixed, authentic self. The fixed, authentic self doesn't accord with reality. Because reality is always in a state of flux. Who you were 10 years ago isn't who you are now, but yet we have this sense of self that we think is continuous. But the experiences since then have shaped you, and your biology is different too. And realizing this, can shift perspective. Because if you are thinking, consciously or unconsciously, that you're a particular type of person, you hear it all the time with people. But I'm that type of person. I'm an extrovert, or I'm an introvert. You might play to your strengths. You might think that's your style. I know I've done that. People call me Santa Paws because I like to pause. People say that's my style. Maybe that's what I gravitate towards. Maybe that's what I lean on sometimes. But surely there's an opportunity to develop other skills. Because would you not agree that the most effective speaker is someone who can utilise the full gamut of communication skills from their communication toolkit and use them in the most appropriate manner, in the most effective way, when the situation calls for it. It seems to me that that's a much more effective speaker who can deliver a more impactful message than someone who just plays on what they're naturally good at. These are some of the things I've been thinking since undertaking this project. So I encourage you all to reflect on your own communication style, to think, am I leaning on my strengths? Are there other opportunities, other doors to go through, other ways to improve that I need to focus on? Because if you do that, surely you'll be able to communicate with people better, achieve more in your life, and ultimately you will change who you are. Thank you.